Filipinos don't have much money, so they learn to make do with what they have, and sometimes as a missionary you're gonna eat things that you're not used to. I was a picky eater before my mission. I'm probably less picky now. Not to scare you, but they don't have much over there, so they use the whole chicken, even the feet. I didn't even know you could eat the feet, but you can eat the feet. You just chip off the yellow stuff and there's meat under there. There's not much meat, but there's meat. One of my companions, that was her favorite food. So she'd buy like a bag of chicken feet and I'd just like eat a sandwich. And the whole time I was eating my sandwich, she'd be across the table going, masarap! Like, she likes squid too. There's lots of seafood over there, so be prepared to eat fish. They like fish. They're an island. Fish is cheap. Fish is easy. Tilapia especially, it's really fresh. I remember the first time my trainer went to go and cook some fish, we went to the market and all the tilapia were still on the table breathing. Just like flopping around. And the woman, my companion, ordered some of the fish and the woman started to slice them open, and halfway through pulling its guts out, it tries to jump away. And she just like, she'd obviously done it before because she was so pro and like just finished it off. And as we were walking home, my companion kept looking behind her, and then she just suddenly says, "Oh," and I'm like, "What?" "I thought a dog was sniffing the bag, but it's just the fish muscles twitching around." I was like, "Oh, that's a bit too fresh. That's really fresh." I really liked adobo, and I have such a sweet tooth. I'm terrible. Even now, I eat like a dessert every day. I don't need it, but I do. And in the Philippines, I loved getting halo-halos because it's hot and they're delicious. It's just a nice mix. You said that you went to the Philippines, so you know what it is. But for the people who are about to go, here's what a halo-halo is. It's delicious. It's some ice, some fruit. Depends on the region. Different regions have different recipes. In Manila, they have a very traditional ube halo-halo. Ube is a kind of root crop. It looks like a potato, but it's sweet and tasty, like for desserts, and it's purple. So they put some ube jam and some ube ice cream sometimes. A couple of different fruits like jackfruit and mango, and usually some nata de coco. If you don't know what that is, it's kind of like jello made with coconut milk. It's really thick and chewy, but it's tasty. And palm fruit. I love putting palm fruit in mine. They'll often put corn and beans in it too, because they think those are delicious in desserts for some reason, but I usually didn't put it in mine. But if you tell someone to leave it out, they'll laugh at you and tease you, because, I mean, like, you always put corn and beans in it, why would you not? And so they tease the Americans if you'd, like, ask to leave something out of your food. Filipinos are really nice though. They just like to joke around a lot. That's their favorite phrase, is joke lang, it's just a joke. They like telling jokes. They're such a smiley, happy people. And they love to joke around. That's another nice thing about the Philippines is fruits and vegetables there are really cheap. And they taste so good. Mangoes, I miss the mangoes. And the Filipinos, like, I started cutting it the way my mom did, just slicing all the skin off first and then cutting strips of it off at a time. And all the Filipinos were like, "No, that's not how you cut a mango. You cut it like this." And they showed me how to cut it. And do it the Filipino way, you get less sticky. They know what they're doing, trust me. There's lots and lots of fruits and vegetables that you've never seen before. You're gonna stare at the fruit and vegetable stand and you're like, what the freak is this? Filipinos don't know what peaches are. You probably don't know what langka is. And there's lots, langka is this fruit, it's like this big. It's green and it's spiky and you're like, that looks like it came out of a video game. Lots of the fruits too, like dragon fruit, it's pink with green spikes on it. And you're like, this looks like it came out of a video game. It doesn't look like real fruit. But you cut it open, and sure enough, it's real fruit. And it tastes really good. My favorite was the langka. Members happened to buy like this giant half of a langka fruit. You always get it in a half or a fourth. A whole langka fruit is way too much for anybody. And you just eat it with your hands. It's got giant seeds that they'll use in cooking. I don't like the seeds in the cooking, but I love the fruit. I love to eat it, and I love to put it in my halo-halos. I was so excited when I went to an Asian store and found canned langka. I'm like, it's not as good as a fresh one, but it's better than nothing.